brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike from 1AAuto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And next time you need parts for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the windshield wiper transmission. This is a 2003 Honda Civic Coupe, and this is the same for 2001 to 2005 Coupe as well as the four-door sedan. Items you'll need are a new wiper transmission from 1AAuto.com, flat blade screwdriver, 10 to 14 millimeter sockets with a ratchet and extension, a marker pen, wire brush, and grease. So I'm just going to put a little mark right where the blade is hitting the windshield, and since it's black you'll be able to see it, but it really won't show, and mark this one as well. We'll remove this rubber cap. Might want to use a small flat blade screwdriver, work it under there, get it going, and pull it up and off. And repeat the same process on the other side. 14 millimeter nuts, hold them on. So I've got a 14 millimeter socket, ratchet and a little extension, just hit them to break them loose. And repeat the same process on the other side. To remove, just push down a few times, and then pull the wiper arm up and off. And the same thing for the other side. Now open up your hood. And there are 3 clips to remove. There, there, and there. So to remove these, they clip in there pretty good, so sometimes when they pop out, they might go flying. So put your screwdriver underneath, get as close to the clip as you can, put your hand over, and pop them out, and do the same for the other 2. Remove this seal, and it has clips on it. If you just grab real close to them and pull, you can pull each of them out. So these are 2 separate pieces, so we pulled this seal back to this point. And actually we'll pull this one out as well. And then you pull these kind of down and then up and out. And on this side, we're just gonna drop the hood down. And we'll kind of work the hood just so you can give yourself a little more clearance. Get that up and out. We're gonna want to remove all these cowl clips. A screwdriver or a pair of pliers, just pry up lightly, they come out, and then you want to make sure you put it the corresponding place in the cowl panel. 3 10 millimeter bolts hold the transmission and motor assembly in place, here, here, and here. So we'll remove those. And then your transmission should come up and out. And you'll need to disconnect the lead, which is right here. Press this tab, pull it off. And then there's just a little clip here. Pull your harness down. Screwdriver or pliers, push the tooth through, push the other tooth through, and the assembly's out. You need to remove this arm. First you can just take a flat blade screwdriver. There is a rubber boot around here you want to be careful of. And lightly pry up, take that off, and just wire brush, clean off this area. See, there's a little mark here on the wiper arm. Just going to accentuate it, and I'm just going to put a dot on my motor, not the nut, on the shaft of the motor to line up with that. 12 millimeter nut. flat blade screwdriver, hold things in place. And remove the arm. And now I can remove these 3 10mm bolts. Here's the original part from the car, new part from 1A Auto. You can see they're exactly the same, all the same mounting points. Obviously the same mounts for the arms, joints and everything. A lot of times what happens is somebody doesn't tighten up the arms well enough and these little teeth get stripped. This will go in and fix the problem. Put the motor back in place. Start the 3 bolts in. And tighten them up. Put the arm back in place. Line up your dot with the tab on the arm. Washer and nut. To tighten it, put the socket on there like that, and I'm going to hold it with my screwdriver. Get it firm. Just use a little bit of grease. Grease the ball and press firmly. And I'm just gonna vacuum out the windshield wiper well a little bit before we reinstall. Okay, bring your transmission in kind of upside down right now. This connects in there, wraps in through, and reconnect your harness. Now put it down in place. And start your 3 bolts. 10mm socket and ratchet extension, and tighten them up. Tighten them until you see the cushion start to compress. Put this cowl panel back on, put it in place, and the wiper stud is going to give you a little trouble, so you'll want to line that up. The wiper stud is going to want to go right through here, so you might want to hold this back. So put it in place, slide it over, and you got to pull it up and on top of the wiper stud. Push the rubber down and around, and then you can kind of peek in behind and lock all your clips in, and then push this down, and there's a couple of clips that lock down there. This one's quite a bit easier. Pull it up over into place, pull the rubber through, down in, again, peek in behind. This weather strip clip goes through both panels. And then we have our little round clips that go into place. Put your upper weather strip back in place. Okay, we're just gonna run the wiper motor through a couple cycles so we make sure it's back down in the park position before we put the wiper arms on. Now we're gonna install our wiper arms. One down, Put this one in on here. Remember our marks here. Down into place, lined up with the mark we made on the windshield. Start the nut on. Same thing over here. Mark on our windshield. Push it down, start our nut on. And then just hold them in place and tighten them up. And then put our rubber caps back in place. And a quick test to make sure everything's right.
Thanks for tuning in. We hope this video helped you out. Next time you need parts for your car, please visit 1aauto.com. Also check out our other helpful how-to as well as diagnosis videos.